All right, everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the Jordan Report, and I am your host, Robert Jordan. Everyone, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Okay, guys, we're going to do a report on Kim Foxx up in Chicago. I'm going to give you a little background, a little history of Kim Foxx. She's only been in office 3 years, but those 3 years have been written in blood. I'm going to show you a clip of a family that was affected by Kim, and then we're going to close this out and go through this article as fast as I can. 25,183. That's the number of felony cases reportedly dropped by Cook County State Attorney Kim Foxx. Over 25,000 felons she let back out onto the street. This is what you get when you fill the state attorney's office with activists who happen to have a law degree. Criminals are let back out onto the streets. Some of the violent felon variety, because of some prosecutor trying to reform the justice system on their own. Democrat Cook County State Attorney Kim Foxx, yes, the same Kim Foxx that dropped all the charges against Jesse Smollett, seems to be one of those prosecutors. According to the analysis by Chicago Tribune released on Monday, Foxx has dropped more than 25,000 felony, including murder charges, I'm going to show you one in a minute, in the last 3 years. That number is 6,500 more than her predecessor, Anita Alvarez. This might be one of the answers to a question that people have been asking for a while now. Why is there so much violent crime in Chicago? The Tribune reported that in talking to Foxx about this report, the state attorney noted that her office has dismissed cases against low-level, non-violent offenders so prosecutors can concentrate on crimes of violence. The problem with Foxx's excuse is that the Tribune also noted how a good percentage of the dropped cases by Foxx were alleged violent crimes. I'm getting ready to show you one right now. A young man was killed there.
Albert had been beaten to death. 5 teenagers were charged with his murder, 4 of them still in prison. The I-Team has learned the 5th teen is free after a decision by State's Attorney Kim Foxx that tonight her office is defending, even as the dead student's family asked tough questions about why a convicted killer isn't locked up.
I think about it all the time.
It's been all of a nightmare.
The nightmare beating death of Fenger High School honors student Darion Albert on this stretch of 111th Street, September 24, 2009. Cook County prosecutors charged these 4 teens as adults. 3 were convicted of murder at trial, 1 pleaded guilty, all serving prison sentences. But 1 teen, known then as DJ, was 14 at the time. Prosecutors said he punched Albert, knocking him to the ground. As they said at the time, DJ signed Albert's death certificate. Prosecutors decided to charge him as a juvenile in a special kind of case called an EJJ, Extended Jurisdiction Juvenile Prosecution. That means although DJ was convicted as a juvenile, he was also sentenced to 30 years as an adult. However, that sentence would not be enforced unless he was convicted of a new felony after being released from juvenile custody. Albert's family says then Assistant State's Attorney Kim Foxx decided to go the EJJ prosecution route.
Kim Foxx, she kept telling us that that was the best way to go. That way we have some kind of the safety net. You know, that way if he got in trouble, he'd go back.
In 2015, the teenager DJ was already 20 years old. Deontay Johnson, out of juvenile prison, was arrested and charged with felony aggravated fleeing after a Chicago police chase. Court records obtained by the I-Team show prosecutors filed notice that they were seeking to revoke stay of his adult sentence.
Because he got in trouble, now we're going to get the 30 years.
Johnson was convicted of the new felony on November 8, 2016, Election Day. Foxx, who supervised the Albert case convictions, won the state's attorney's race. Soon after, Albert family members say they were called to a meeting at the juvenile court building.
They call us down there and tell us that the state's attorney decided to not pursue the motion.
Cook County prosecutors were no longer seeking to enforce the 30-year sentence. Instead, they would ask a judge for probation.
One of the gentlemen said that it was determined he had been rehabilitated. My face almost fell off my head. I couldn't believe that guy actually said that.
Anjanette Albert says she repeatedly called Foxx's office, but Foxx never called back.
I felt like she sat in our face, she cried with us, she hugged us, and then you turn around and you let this murderer, I don't care how old he is, He was convicted of first-degree murder. My son is not here anymore. And she gave us all this hope, and she promised us that this was going to be okay, and it didn't turn out like that.
Albert family members say they just want answers.
I look her straight in her eye and just ask her why.
I don't have anything to say to Kim Foxx.
Deontay Johnson, now a free man, and his attorney told the I-Team they have no comment. Late today, a spokesperson for State's Attorney Kim Foxx sent the I-Team a statement. Based on the Class 4 felony, which carries a sentencing range of probation or up to 3 years in prison, it was not in the interest of justice to pursue a 30-year prison sentence in this case. Similar to what we heard after the Jussie Smollett explanation as well, the justice angle.
Right. Okay, guys, now let me show you what happened to that guy. This happened to him after he was released. This is August, 1 year ago, August 29th. Here's that guy, DJ. This is a man convicted of killing Darion Albert, arrested on gun charges. This is what he turned around and did. This is who these people are releasing on the street. A man convicted of 16-year-old Darion Albert in 2009 was arrested Sunday after being seen with a gun in Pullman on the south side. Deontay Johnson was seen clutching an object in his waistband about 4:30 in the 1700 block of Chamberlain. When police tried to pat him down, he allegedly jumped over the porch and fled on foot, tossing a semi-automatic gun as he went. I'm sure this guy went on to kill more. This is what they're doing in Chicago. And they're just releasing him onto the street. And that's why the place is so dangerous.